Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing great. When I did my Freya opening, I opened a 4-star awakening for a very, very exciting champion, which was Skraank. I don't know why. Sometimes I just get awakenings and I become like unreasonably excited to finally have an excuse to build the champion and experiment with them a little bit. So it was fun to just finally be able to build this guy. So Skraank, I don't even know if this is like a guide or just a video, but anyway, we'll just go with it. So this champion is actually a really cool champion, really cool void epic. Finally got around to building him with my awakening. And naturally, just, with where I'm at in the game and everything, Hydra was the place I wanted to try him. So we'll show you that. But first, let's go over the kit here. A1, attacks one enemy, has a 40% chance of placing 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. This chance increases to 75% if the target is under an HP burn. Second ability, attacks one enemy twice, heals this champion by 15% of their max HP on each critical hit. Places a 50% increased attack buff on the champion for 2 turns if the target is under an HP burn debuff. As you can already see, we're building a lot of synergy with the HP burn, so naturally we're going to go to the next ability. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing an HP burn debuff for 2 turns. Fills the champion's turn meter by 15% if at least one enemy is hit with a critical hit. It's an attack champion. Everything is damaged based on attack. And then we'll go to the passive. Increases this champion's attack and crit damage by 5% every time an HP burn debuff triggers on triggers on any enemy stacks up to 25%. Okay, so it's actually like a full synergy kit. Obviously, this is the ability we want to apply first, and then everything else is just kind of, stacking with this. We've got, benefits for being under HP burn, maybe place weaken if they're under HP burn, and the increased attack and crit damage for HP burn debuffs triggering. And then, like I said, I was lucky enough to get the 4-star awakening. I went with cruelty because I knew on the Hydra team that I'm putting him on, I don't have anybody carrying that high of a level of cruelty. So, this is like such a boring awakening, isn't it? It's just like, it's like decreasing their defense. It's functional, but it's really boring. So I always feel boring when I have to pick this one. But yes, so sadly, this was the one for me. So I am getting some boosted stats here. So if my stats look, maybe a little bit better than what you'd be able to achieve, then don't worry about it. I do have this big awakening. You could still be successful with strength with less. And then of course, some people surely have a way better Skraank build than me. So we'll go over to the masteries. He's an attack champ, can do a lot of damage, but obviously I'm doing PvE content, so this is the one that I went with. And then, we'll go down support, get boost to accuracy and debuff extension, and, we can get an extra 5% chance on the weekend here. I definitely think you could mix these up a little bit, if you wanted to do like this or, that, or there's definitely some that you could mix up a little bit, but I would say War Master and this support tree are pretty solid. And then the build itself, like always, guys, like I'm just trying to show you a normal person building normal builds on their normal account. Like I don't go and bust out like I don't have like this gear set that I put on people every time I'm showcasing a champion, which I'm sure a lot of CCs do stuff like that. Like I'm literally just showing you the average everyday build that I put the champion in. I didn't take gear off anybody else. I built him brand new like a week ago with this. I could only be bothered to send the gloves because I'll get my extra crit damage. But yeah, didn't bother with anything else. He's not really glyphed. It looks like I, wanted to get some extra speed, but outside of that, I really did not care that deeply. So this is the Skraank build for now. I went perception because applying the debuffs is important. So the speed, the accuracy. We could take a quick peek at the pieces. Just, you know, try to get things that had the stats that I needed: speed, crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, attack percent if we can get it, although that's a little bit of a luxury. I do have a 5-star chest, you know, sue me if you really want. I'm not sure that's a valid case, but please go ahead. And then speed boost, because like I would like to take a turn eventually, you know, so it was, unless you got some insane gear, I wouldn't, you know, the attack boots would obviously bring down your speed quite a bit. Attack here, crit damage, lucky enough to get the triple accuracy roll, so that was kind of nice. Attack here, couldn't really get any cool speed rolls on the banner, but whoever can. Like if I get like one speed roll on a banner, you know, that's probably better than usual. So there you have it. That is a champion. And like I said, I am showing him in Hydra, so I do have some Hydra bonuses. So just for full disclosure, those are my area bonuses. I am getting like extra 14 speed, 18% crit damage, resistance, accuracy, and I have 14% ignore defense. So keep that in mind. Those are definitely helpful to start working toward, even though you have to play live arena. So that's obviously boring and could not say I really recommend it, but maybe if you're waiting in an airport or something, that could be a viable option for you to pass the time. Alrighty, so on to my super duper exciting Hydra Run with Skraank. This is hard difficulty. Basically, my plan here was I normally use Ninja in this team, so the thought process was like, let's swap him out with this, you know, kind of similar-ish functioning champ, you know, focusing on the burn attack champ who can do a lot of attack damage. So that was basically the thought process with that. So that is the ninja build that I would typically use in this team. And like I said, I'm not here to impress anybody. It's not the most amazing ninja build you've ever seen in your entire life, or at least, geez, I sure hope not. And if you're wondering why accuracy is a little bit low, it's because I do use increased accuracy in all of my teams. So it's not something I'm super concerned about for this particular content. But yeah, so that's the ninja build. I think Ninja was a little faster than Skraank. What do we got? Yeah, so he does have about 20 speed on him, so that would be the major discrepancy there. Skrank's got a little more attack. But yeah, all right, so let's see how it's stacked up. So just kind of, yeah, standard Hydra team going here. I have Molly for the provoke, for the turn meter boost, for the revive if it comes down to it. I have Gwendolyn, decrease speed, leech, increase accuracy, lots of really good buffs and debuffs. Ugo, decrease defense, block buffs, support, mild cleanse. Taurus, self-explanatory. Character, just kind of general damage, get some buff extension, decrease attack on the passive. Obviously, useful champion. I don't even know why I'm explaining this. And then Patrick, I've found, is like I think he's really good for dealing with the Fearhead, and just because he has cleanse, and on top of it, you know, he's got turn meter boost, ally attack, increased speed. So yeah, like I knew he was good when I went for his little poll event a long time ago, but he's actually amazing. Like he's not just good. So awesome champ. I wish I had a second one. And then there's Mr. Skraank. So let's see what he can do. Oh, I can tell I'm going to restart because I only got the 1 turn provoke. I'm shameless, you guys. You got to get that 2 turn provoke on Molly. Wait, it keeps going so far forward. Why does it want to go to 41 seconds? I'm so confused. Oh yeah, we can do this. Sorry. This is my first time using a computer. Okay, so Molly, get the 2 turn provoke, so I'm happy. Get the decreased speed, leech, decrease accuracy, and then there you go. HP burn on everybody. Another super nice thing about him is that he is void, so you don't have to worry about all that obnoxious weak hitting. Like for example, I use like Archer, who's a really good champ, but when this head is blue and it's a weak affinity for her, it's really painful because I'm just weak hitting on the provoke like every time. And then obviously our Born Ninja, he's blue, so he would run into some issues when the red heads start coming out. So yeah, not having to worry about the affinity is just kind of a super nice thing. In general, like you can actually see he did quite a bit of damage on his A1 there. That was like over 100,000 damage, so not bad, not bad. The team's just kind of functioning. It's just nice to, you know, keep having the sustained damage from the burns. And of course, you know, if the poison cloud buff were to go out and you've already got these burns out, you can kind of negate that a little bit. It's the Padrig Cleanse that I was mentioning that I love so very, very much. And then, you know, even though he is like a squishy attack champ, he does have a little bit of self-sustaining with that. I guess it was his A1 where he's kind of like, you know, healing off them if they're HP burned. So that's really nice. And that ability also hits really hard. So definitely a character that is capable of doing quite a bit of damage. Yeah, that's the ability. So basically just full healed off that. Plus he also had the leech there. So just tons of healing if you can get him on a team that already has kind of like leech, things like this. I think if you, depending on what your team was, if you were using him higher than hard difficulty, you might have to like sacrifice an attack item for HP maybe. Unless you have like one of those crazy teams where survivability is just like never an issue. I certainly don't have any of those, so usually do have to build damaging characters a little bit more survivable. And then basically, you know, it's a Hydra Run on, you know, a fairly decent team that has everything it needs. So unless something goes drastically wrong, this should go to the turn meter limit. And, you know, obviously I've already seen this, so I know that it will go to the turn meter limit. So there's good. There's again, that was that little kind of double hitter healing ability that we're talking about. So got a pretty decent hits on that. Does quite a bit of damage, certainly doing more than my Gwendolyn, for example. Let's see here. Yeah, did that hit for 320,000? Yeah, so quite a bit, you know, definitely. Yeah, that's hitting for like 320,000 on a dead head. So certainly the squishiest head nonetheless, but yeah, certainly no slouch in the damage department. Definitely fun champ. I was having fun. Cool champion. So let's keep going forward. Don't have to worry about these stupid poison clouds, right? With our black buffs and everybody's HP burn nonetheless. So even if it had gone out, I don't really care. Okay, so I had actually gone out, like I went to the store or something. So that's why there's an extra like 30 minutes at the end. But okay, this went to 1,000 turns, which is the new turn limit, 39 minutes. Gwendolyn, 23 mil. Taurus, 71 mil. That's a little hard to compete against. Molly, mainly just supporting. Padrig, no damage whatsoever. Ugo, not a lot going on. And Skraank did like 48 mil, so that's definitely respectable amount of damage. Certainly no slouch at all in the damage department. So I just screenshotted, like last time I did this, I just screenshotted, this is my ninja team. So Taurus, extremely consistent, apparently, did 71 mil also that time. Yeah, Taurus, extremely consistent character, apparently did like 71 mil. Ninja, he did do like noticeably more than Skraank, which is a little bit sad because I was kind of hoping like, you know, Skraank would do like 100 million damage and just emerge as the most dominant champ ever, because that's obviously the dream. But some things to keep in mind, Ninja's passive is pretty crazy, can definitely do a lot of damage, even though, like you guys saw, my Ninja build wasn't the most amazing Ninja you've ever seen in your entire life. Very, very standard average build. I have Brimstone that could certainly easily add millions of damage throughout the course of a fight. Obviously, Skraank being in Epico, he can't have Brimstone. We can only give him the Cruelty. You know, if you've already got somebody with Cruelty, probably like Phantom Touch would be the best option for you there, unless there's something that I forgot. But yeah, obviously, you know, completely capable of being in a good team and provides a lot of damage and burns and just fun, which is the most important thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say about Skraank before I let you guys go. I don't really think so. As always, you know, just do the best you can with the build. Like, you know, you have to build to your level. Like if you're at 3k attack and 200 speed and 220% crit damage and 200 accuracy, that's completely fine, because that might just be where you're at. So, you know, never feel bad about that kind of stuff. I don't even bother making myself feel bad anymore. Like, I could easily look up some Skraank video where they probably have like 400% crit damage and 300 speed, but you know what, I'm just gonna not. So yes. All right, you guys. Well, as always, thank you for watching my Skraank tribute video. Hope you're all doing great this week, and take care of yourselves. Goodbye.